I think like we can start it, and if they are coming up, like let them just join, right? What do you say?
Yeah, sure, we can do that too.
Because they
We'll
are
wait
waiting for a long
another.
time, no?
Yeah, true, true.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us start. As and when we have more attendees, like we can summarize whatever we went through so far. Yeah, and then Sridevi, it's a good learning tool for you as well to know more about us and about the college and
Absolutely.
everything, so that it helps you
Yeah.
when you do counseling. So
Absolutely.
let us play our first official advertisement. We have shot with Mr. Sonu Sood. Now he's our brand ambassador. I don't know if this is being communicated to you or not, but let me play that.
Yes. It's been well communicated.
Okay.
Yes.
Tanisa, so he is a famous social activist actor in India. So he knew about all the good stuff that we were doing for the students, for KSMA, ISM, Kyrgyzstan and everything. So he came forward to endorse us. How about I take your word out to many people, right? So, and then we partnered with him. Now he's promoting ISM Edutech as a whole, and KSMA is one of the biggest part in our organization. So I'll play the ad. So the ad tells that, because he might be speaking in Hindi, so you may not understand. But the summary of the ad is like the country is looking for more doctors. The country, there are parents who couldn't send their daughters to foreign countries because of the security issue. There are children who cannot afford for medical education, so who stayed back in India doing some other jobs. So we covered all these scenarios and portrayed as an advertisement. So I'm going to play it.
Okay.
जब भी किसी को ऐसी तकलीफ में देखा तो एक ही सवाल उठा, और डॉक्टर्स क्यों नहीं है? बच्चों की फेवरेट काव्या मैम का सपना डॉक्टर बनने का था, लेकिन उसके पिताजी उसे बाहर भेजने को तैयार नहीं थे। काव्या की सेफ्टी और सिक्योरिटी की चिंता उसके सपनों पर भारी पड़ गई। राजेश, अपने ऑफिस का सबसे एफिशिएंट एम्प्लॉय, इसका सपना भी डॉक्टर बनने का था, जो महंगी फीस के सामने हार गया। डॉक्टर बनने के ऐसे हजारों सपने हर साल अधूरे रह जाते हैं। इसीलिए ISM Edutech, जहां पर वर्ल्ड क्लास मेडिकल एजुकेशन मिलती है अफोर्डेबल फीस पर। ISM Edutech, यहां पर स्टूडेंट्स की सेफ्टी और सिक्योरिटी का खास ध्यान रखते हुए उन्हें काबिल डॉक्टर्स बनाया जाता है। डॉक्टर बनने का सपना देखें, सपना हम पूरा करेंगे। इन वॉरियर्स के साथ हम हर जंग जीतेंगे। ISM Edutech, अब कोई सपना अधूरा नहीं रहेगा।
Okay, so now let me start, like open the PowerPoint. I'm going to start a presentation. So we have discussed this presentation with Dr. Sunil and within our team too, like we went through multiple times, but I'm going to share some of the insight of ISM Edutech, right? So basically we, as an ISM Edutech, we formed the company organization in 2003, but officially we have started from 2010 on records, on books, right? So we have about 7,000 students who graduated from our medical colleges across the board. And then right now in different years throughout this undergraduate program, we have about 7,700 students across the board, including KSMA, ISM, ISM Elite Campus. We have 3 colleges in Kazakhstan. We have 3 colleges in Georgia. We have a college in Tajik. We have a college in North America, right? So from the beginning, like our principles, our vision, mission is very simple. We want to provide a quality education for an affordable price. That is the main motto of Dr. Fani when he formed this company, right? So based off on that, like we, from the beginning, whenever the moment, I mean, from the year that we started, we never looked back. Maybe because of all the team that we have, the management support, like Tunisia and their rectors from KSMA. So, I mean, Dr. Sunil is one of the main pillar for this organization from Kyrgyzstan. Like, irrespective of the time, he takes care of the students and so on, right? So it is not just the company; it is the team effort that defines the success of our company, right? So Dr. Banu Garu, Dr. Khalil, Turnisa, and Dr. Sunil. For Sridevi, it is an introduction. So I'm just telling, and then for the students who join too, they'll have a good idea about ISM Edutech. Why do they have to choose ISM Edutech? You know, why do they have to come to KSMA? You know, so I just want to give a brief idea, the background of the company and so on. So as I said, like one thing why we are different than everybody else is like we made the education more affordable. We made the education more reachable to medical students who wants to pursue their medical graduation abroad, right? So earlier, like when we were kids, mid 90s and all, becoming a doctor is a dream to parents and to students and everybody because there were so limited seats. There are so limited opportunities to go. You know, that's the reason why we went to Russia. We studied in Russian medium and so on. But after Dr. Fani came into this business and all, he said like, okay, let us do something different than every other college does in Russia or CIS countries. So introducing Indian Indian language, introducing Indian lecturers, bringing education to every doorstep throughout the country. The reachability has been increased. The visibility has been increased now. So when you see in Russian countries, still the education is 6 years. Dr. Fani have initiated this. He's spoken with Indian Medical Council. He had spoken with the Ministry of Education in Kyrgyzstan to make sure that we are following as per Indian standards. So why not we, our students, do within 5 years, you know? So all his efforts paid off. Now our students can complete their education like the students who are paying 1 crore, 1.5 crores in India with much cheaper price, with the same standards, within the same timelines, right? So we have started with one university back in 2003, between 2003 and 10. We have, our first batch was 14 students. Now we have grown up to 7,700 students in the last 10 to 17 years, right? So we are the leaders in India to export highest number of students to our countries. And of course, KSMA takes the huge share from these students. So we are not only doing from India, but we have started our operations from Dubai, South Africa, as well as the other countries too, right? So we are expanding our operations in many ways in medical education, as well as we are into hospital industry. Now we have Vedanta in Bishkek, where KSMA students can go take their hospital observations, clinical observations, and then practical trainings and so on. If you see the track record of our graduation percentages, right? Between 2002, 2003 to 2010, we used to have 75% of graduation rate, our students. From 2010 to 2015, we have increased to 89%. From 2015 to last year, now our graduation percentage is 96%. A majority of the credit goes to Dr. Banu in having a lot of insight on the program, in streamlining the program, in motivating the students, you know, in academics and everything. Thank you, Banu Garu, and yeah, and his team. Right. When you compare with the other med schools in CIS or Russian countries or in Ukraine, the graduation percentage is way beyond, way behind us. So this is one of the, a feather that we can proudly say that our graduation percent now is 96%. Why students need to choose ISM Edutech? So one, we carefully pick the universities whom we work with, like KSMA. KSMA is one of the prestigious universities in CIS countries. So working with KSMA is our pleasure. Like if we have an opportunity with some other university, we may not be working to, right? So, and then we are not working with many other colleges in Kyrgyzstan, even though we have opportunities. Reason because we want our students to be, the quality of education that they get is on par with the Indian med school. So Edutech, all the universities are like that, and KSMA is one among them. After the graduation, after they study all these 5 years, right? Like the employment is one of the challenges. Like I see a lot of doctors who are unemployed and everything. What we do is like not just during these 5 years we take care, but after the graduation too, we are showing a lot of avenues to our students where they can get employed, where they can respectfully work and yet pursue their post-graduations and so on. We have 12 plus worldwide partner universities and organizations who work for ISM Edutech, and KSMA is one among them. We train all our students in our colleges. About 75% of the classes or training will be done by our Indian lecturers. So which is a huge benefit for our students. So they're not missing Indian lecturers, Indian patterns, even though they are abroad, right? So with 18 years of experience, with the parental care that we take the students, it's a home away home, yeah? So these are the main things that we can speak about Edutech. So now we are speaking about KSMA, right? So KSMA is one university which is founded in 1939, which is the oldest, the best university in Kyrgyzstan. It has the best laboratories in Asia. So, a lot of graduation opportunities are there. This university is being recognized by NCI, WHO, and so on. Yeah, so now let me play the documentary that we built for KSMA. Just give me a second, please.
Kyrgyz State Medical University. Kyrgyz State Medical University, established in 1939, is a non-profit public higher education institution located in the city of Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. First, Moscow Medical Institute, along with prestigious medical schools of St. Petersburg, Almaty, Tashkent, and few other important medical institutions have contributed towards the formation of Kyrgyz State Medical University. These institutions gave valuable support in terms of expertise, organizational assistance, medical guidelines, and training books, apart from providing qualified medical faculty. Ministry of Education and Science, Kyrgyzstan has officially accredited and recognized Kyrgyz State Medical University as a medical educational center where quality medical education is disseminated. Kyrgyz State Medical Academy is a higher co-educational institution. It offers courses and programs that are officially recognized as higher education degrees, such as bachelor degrees in several areas of study. More than 12,000 students are currently studying at the institute. This figure includes 1,735 students from India, Iran, Israel, Kazakhstan, Nepal, Pakistan, Palestine, Syria, Turkey, Turkmenistan, United States of America, and Uzbekistan.
मैं भाविका सिंह हूँ, मैं राजस्थान जयपुर से बिलोंग करती हूँ.
నా పేరు పరుచూరి శ్రీ సాయి హర్షిని.
నేను విజయవాడ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ నుంచి వచ్చాను.
Hello everyone, I am Shiv Pratap Singh.
Amanullah Ansari here.
Hi, this is Bharat.
This is Tanuja.
We are from India, Andhra Pradesh, Srikakulam.
I am Ankit. I am from Bihar. My name is Mohan Chandra.
హాయ్ నా పేరు శ్రీవాణి, నేను వైజాగ్ నుంచి వచ్చాను.
నేను కిర్గిజ్ మెడికల్ స్టేట్ అకాడమీలో చదువుతున్నా. 75 years old యూనివర్సిటీ ఇది.
मैं KSMA में एडमिशन लिया था. सबसे पहले मैंने इस चीज़ को नेट के थ्रू देखा था, फिर हमारी कंसल्टेंसी से भी बात हुई थी हमारी, फिर हमने KSMA के बारे में सर्च किया. यहाँ बहुत सारे कॉलेज थे.
अगर आप एडमिशन लेने के पर्पस से सोच रहे हैं MBBS, देन मैं ये कहना चाहूँगा कि दिस इज़ द बेस्ट कंट्री बिकॉज़ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपका मनी कम लगता है यहाँ पर, दूसरी चीज़ फैकल्टी अच्छी है, तीसरी चीज़ आपको इजीली यहाँ पे हर चीज़ अवेलेबल हो जाती है.
దిస్ ఈజ్ గర్ల్స్ సేఫెస్ట్ కంట్రీ అంటారు అందరూ. బాయ్స్ అండ్ గర్ల్స్ హాస్టల్ డిఫరెంట్గా ఉంటుంది.
మేము ఇక్కడ కిర్గిజ్ స్టేట్ అకాడమీలో చదువుతున్నాం. ఇక్కడ అన్నీ చాలా బాగున్నాయి. ఫ్యాకల్టీ అనగా ల్యాబ్ వర్క్స్ అనగా మ్యూజియం అనగా మాకు చాలా బాగా చూసుకుంటున్నారు. సెక్యూరిటీ కూడా చాలా బాగుంది ఇక్కడ.
అండ్ టీచర్స్ అందరూ బాగా క్లియర్గా అన్ని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేస్తూ ఉంటారు.
ఎంసీ కోచింగ్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ అయింది ఇక్కడ ఫస్ట్ ఇయర్ నుంచే. చాలా బాగుంది. ప్రొఫెసర్స్ కూడా చాలా కేర్ తీసుకుంటున్నారు మా పైన.
तो सबसे बेहतर हमने अपने KSMA को ही पाया और इसमें एडमिशन लिया, क्योंकि यहाँ की टीचर और जो यहाँ की स्टडी का लैंग्वेज है वो पूरे इंग्लिश में है और यहाँ रशियन लैंग्वेज की भी पढ़ाई होती है.
మేము వచ్చేసరికి గర్ల్స్ హాస్టల్లో ఉంటాం. బాయ్స్ అండ్ గర్ల్స్ హాస్టల్ రెండు సపరేట్గా ఉంటాయి. అండ్ 24 hours సీసీ కెమెరాస్తో మాకు హాస్టల్ సెక్యూరిటీతో ఉంటుంది.
ఎవరైతే బడ్జెట్ ఎక్కువ బే చేయని వాళ్ళకి ఈ కిర్గిజ్ స్టేట్ మెడికల్ అకాడమీ బెస్ట్ ఆప్షన్. తక్కువలో మనకి అవుతుంది. మా ఫీజు స్ట్రక్చర్ కానీ ఏది అయినా కానీ కిర్గిజ్ స్టేట్ మెడికల్ అకాడమీ గవర్నమెంట్ కాలేజ్ ఫస్ట్లీ. इट्स 75 years old यूनिवर्सिटी.
किर्गिज स्टेट मेडिकल एकेडमी बिश्केक की स्टूडेंट हूँ. मैं अभी यहाँ पे मोर्फो कैंपस जो कि मेरा एनाटमी कैंपस है, मैं उसके सामने खड़ी हुई हूँ. जर्मनी से एफिलेटेड जो हमारा सेकंड वर्ल्ड लार्जेस्ट जो लैब है वो भी इस मोर्फो कैंपस के अंदर है.
Regarding this college, this is our Morpho campus. It is the second largest plastination center in the world through German technology.
All the clinical hospitals and the medical institute are well equipped to train the students. They get trained in all types of diagnostics, thermovision, angiography, endoscopic techniques, treatment by hyperbaric oxygenation, laser therapy, and different methods of detoxification. Kyrgyz State Medical University has a partnership with American International Healthcare Union, USA, DAAD, Germany, Martin College, UK, Moscow Medical University, Russia, Minnesota University, USA, University of Nevada, USA, University of Pirkanmaa Polytechnic, Finland, School of Biology, University of Salford, UK, University of West Florida, USA, Zurich University, Switzerland.
स्टडीज़ यहाँ की बहुत अच्छी है. आपको इफ़ यू कम हेयर देन यू शुड डू योर हार्ड वर्क नो मैटर वॉट. यहाँ पे फॉर द गर्ल्स लिविंग फैसिलिटी हॉस्टल फैसिलिटीज़ आर वेरी गुड हेयर. एवरीथिंग इज़ इन योर बजट हेयर.
माहौल बहुत अच्छी है. जब मैं स्टार्टिंग में यहाँ आया था तो मैंने गूगल पे सर्च किया था. एक भैया ने बताया जैसे KSMA के बारे में, किर्गिज स्टेट मेडिकल एकेडमी के बारे में. उन्होंने कहा कि वहाँ का कॉलेज से लेके वहाँ का माहौल भी बहुत अच्छा है. जब मैंने वहाँ, उन्होंने कहा कि एक बार तुम टाइप करना जैसे ये इसका माहौल बिल्कुल स्विट्ज़रलैंड टाइप का. आप स्विट्ज़रलैंड ऑफ सेंट्रल एशिया जब गूगल पे टाइप करेंगे तब वहाँ बिस्किट का जगह का नाम खुलेगा. और ये बहुत अच्छा कॉलेज. यहाँ पे टीचर्स जैसे रेगुलर क्लासेस में जैसे पहले रिवर्क देते हैं. जब तक आप रिवर्क क्लियर नहीं करोगे तब तक आपको मार्क्स नहीं लगाते हैं. बहुत अच्छा रूल रेगुलेशन A to Z इस कॉलेज की अच्छी है. आप MBBS के लिए इससे अच्छा कॉलेज नहीं हो सकता, क्योंकि हमने सारे कॉलेज जॉर्जिया वगैरह हर जगह जाके देखा तो यहाँ सबसे बेस्ट ये कॉलेज लगा.
ఫుడ్ చాలా బాగుంటుంది, స్పైసీగా. అండ్ ఇండియన్ ఫుడ్స్ అవైలబుల్.
यहाँ इंडियन फूड भी अवेलेबल है. हर तरह की इंडियन फूड, इंडियन मसाले, स्पाइसेस वगैरह सब अवेलेबल होते हैं. आपको मैक्सिमम चीज़ें यहाँ इंडियन की अवेलेबल मिलेगी, जहाँ और सारे कंट्रीज़ में नहीं मिलेगी. इसलिए खाना पीना सब मामले से लेके कॉलेज बेस्ट है हमारे.
నెక్స్ట్ ఇక్కడ సెక్యూరిటీ కూడా చాలా ఎక్కువ, ఎలాంటి ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఉండవు ఎవరి తరపు నుండి.
So I think it's a good option if you want to study abroad, and in your package it's a good option here for girl safety too, for living costs too.
We are very proud to study in Bishkek, Kyrgyz State Medical Academy. Thank you.
It's all over good. You will make your sense here. Thank you.
Kyrgyz State Medical University has embraced in entirety the concept of being human.
Yeah, so welcome back. It's truly amazing when you see the college infrastructure, when students speak about the college. I mean, they're not like, you know, that we asked, like they volunteered to speak about the college, right? So, I mean, honestly, to get into this kind of facility in India, it may cost like crores of rupees, right? So students can avail this opportunity. Yeah. What do you think, Sridevi?
So hope I can talk now. So I was giving the space for you to talk for a long time, and so now I take it. It is really amazing. First, like, thank you so much for the entire team, like, who had come here for the webinar and wanted to do it great. So anyway, like, we are just doing a session now, and then the mass and big session will happen very soon. So that I'll take care of it. And coming to the infrastructure and stuff, like the documentary video which you have shown is really amazing, and eager to see many students, you know, like not only from this state and that state. It's all like it's a multi-cultural environment that the student would be having it. So not only the Indian students, the students gets a lot of other country students are also there. So that is really great. And that's the one main reason why parents also nowadays like are opting the other country, you know, is if they are in India, like they would not be getting that kind of exposure. So the students, whoever is already studying, like they have to give more information about that, like how exactly it works with the international exposure. That's the most important factor, that what I ask to each and every student whenever I go to any university and any course, you know. So because that is the practical exposure from the syllabus. That's a thing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Dr. Sunil, would you like to add few words? I think, like, I mean, this is the first webinar. Maybe like we would have advertised from much earlier. Like, I mean, now that going forward, like Sridevi can handle her webinars. This session is more like
actually we have advertised well and we have got good numbers also, but I'm not sure, like the numbers are less, but it is okay. I would be expecting, and maybe like we will take it as a knowledge session this time, because many companies as well, like the students were asking us a lot of questions, and they were eagerly ready to join. I seriously, I'm not sure like what had happened at the back end, but next time, like I myself will be there throughout the program, and I'll take care of it. So that would be really wonderful, and you will definitely see a better and big numbers.
No, that's totally fine. Like, I mean, now that you know the team, now that you know Dr. Sunil, I mean, this is an opportunity for us to introduce us all to you, so that you can do some magic to KSMA from Tamil Nadu, right?
Absolutely, yes. Yeah.
We have Dr. Banu here, like, so you can share any of your thoughts, your challenges with Dr. Sunil going forward to during this journey. So what else would you like to know, Sridevi, from our team, for you to answer any queries that you have from as a student parent, now that you've been?
I may ask about, now I have heard from you as well, from the students, whoever is studying over there. So from the officials, like if they can tell about the university, that would be even more great. And what is the kind of syllabus, and what kind of professors are there to take the classes? Is it Indian professors are also there to support the Indian students, or maybe the international students? So whatever the other plus points that we have related to this university, you can just give us some knowledge about it. That will definitely help us to talk more to the student, and during the counseling, that will help us.
Absolutely. Dr. Sunil and Ms. Turnis, can you please speak a few words so that Ms. Sridevi can, we can help Ms. Sridevi in her marketing.
Yes, I will speak, then Sunil sir will add to my speech. So I'm absolutely agree with Ms. Sridevi that you pointed on that students take not only medical education, but they take a great experience in intercultural communication here in KSMA, because we have students from not only India, but from other 20 countries, from nearest abroad like Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan, but from far abroad. Some few students from Germany, from other Asian countries, Korea. There is professors as we are the former USSR, and there are professors like Doctor of Medical Sciences. There are teachers from other countries as well. They teach students on the basis of agreements between our colleges. In nearest future, we are opting to apply to the Erasmus Plus program. If you know, this program is EU program, and their future phase, which starts from 21 to 27 years, they will fund a lot of projects of academic mobility. So we will try to connect to European countries as much as possible. And if we have a good amount of funding of mobilities, we will send students to study there for just few months. So as you heard, KSMA is one of the oldest and one is the largest medical university in Kyrgyzstan, and it has facilities of all specialities, labs for studying medicine, as well as the study of pharmacy and other dentistry. We have one of the largest building of morphology. There we have museum. It is one of the unique museum in whole world. Was found in 1908 by the German professor. Maybe you have heard about Günther von Hagens. He made his own formula. He made plastines from natural human and animal bodies. There are more than 2,000 exposures we have in this museum. We have 60 chairs of fundamental medicine and clinical medicine. We have a big campus, especially found for students from foreign country. It is located not far from the main campus. You know, Kyrgyzstan is surrounded by mountains, and the weather is also very mild, and we have 4 seasons. And foreign students like the weather as well. Sunil, you can help and continue.
Thank you so much, Ms. Denise. It's a wonderful message. Very good. Thanks a lot.
You may mention about the canteens, Indian food.
Yeah. So
which will provide for students.
Majority of the points has been already discussed about the company, about the college, about the country. Already discussed here. Ms. Tunisa informed us about it. See, if I'll see whole scenario and I'll take it like, suppose being a student, if I want to go to any foreign country to get my medical education, what I'll see first? I'll see first, okay, I'll check maybe through social site or through friends or through someone that where I have to go, where I can get a best education. Looking as this nowadays, a lot of companies are working in India. They are sending students to abroad to different countries. But if you'll go through the data which is available over internet or maybe from MSA also, you can ask that the colleges which are giving good results, the company who is working for those colleges, the one name will come, it is ISM Edutech. ISM Edutech is working for from last 14 years, has given a lot of students to India, lot of doctors to India, contributed to that that goal. That last I think 4 or 5 years before, I heard a speech from our Indian ambassador. He spoke about data released by WHO that in India we have a deficiency of doctors, and more than 50% doctors are what we call in Hindi language jhola chap. I mean, they don't have even graduation, but they are working as a doctor. So to break this thing, it's a vision of Dr. Fani Bhushan Pottu, who started ISM Edutech, and now I am lucky that I am working under them. I am one of the part. I mean, somehow I am also helping in that mission. Since KSMA is the oldest university in this Kyrgyzstan, and it is having the teachers, the professors, they are having experience of around 80 years, 70 to 80 years. Very huge knowledge they are having, those professors who are teaching in KSMA. And parallelly to help students who are from India, for them, there is a team of Dr. Bhanu who is helping them to prepare for the examination which they have to clear in India. Now the pattern has changed. Their pattern is much more like USMLE. Maybe Dr. Bhanu will talk about it later. Dr. Khalil has visited to Kyrgyzstan also. He also has a interaction with student. He know the standard of education in here in Kyrgyzstan and the knowledge of student also. So once his turn will come, he will also explain about it. But what I can add from my side, that in Kyrgyzstan, what you will get a good infrastructure from college side. College is having all these laboratories what a medical student need. Anatomy lab, already Tunisa ma'am told that that lab is the world's second biggest anatomy lab. And the pattern how the bodies are preserved there for student to study is unique pattern which you won't get in India. This is the second thing. And this student, what they need here, once they will come, they need a proper place to study, proper place to live, and proper food to have. So to stay here also, they have their own campus. It is a closed territory where first year student comes and stay there. It's a big and huge territory where student no need to go outside. If they want, they can go, but somehow it is very safe. It gives a safe environment to them. Food wise, if you think food wise also, it is good because students will get Indian food. We are providing a special mess to our students where they can get specific food which is South Indian student will get South Indian food, North Indian student will get North Indian food, this thing. So education part, Dr. Bhanu will take lead. And this one more thing I'll add, this curriculum, college, this KSMA has adapted the curriculum of MCI also. We have made a small changes in MCI, in KSMA regular curriculum according to the requirement of MCI. So it is a one big plus for student. So they can they will not get a problem to clear the MCI in future. Once they will complete their education, they will go back to India. They will study here in Kyrgyzstan 5 year the curriculum on which basis they have to give the exam in India. So, but if students, I think there are 5 students added to this webinar. If student will ask any question, I can help them. I can reply them. I can give them answer. But let me finish here once. Let Dr. Bhanu and others take the lead.
Thanks a lot, Dr. Sunil. Thank you. Sridevi, do you have any questions for Dr. Sunil?
No, it is very clear.
Thanks. Dr. Bhanu Garu, would you like to leave your message to Ms. Sridevi?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So like Sunilji explained, as well as the Tunisa ma'am explained about the university here. So whenever any student or anyone who is opting for university abroad, the first most important thing what they will see is the history of the university. At the same time, they'll also see what is the infrastructure, facilities, and what is the quality of education, what they are providing in the university. Anyway, KSMA is par with any of the universities in Kyrgyzstan when we talk about these issues. But not only with these things, student also will see about the safety as well as caretakers who are present in the Kyrgyzstan when they are studying in the university, and also they see a proper environment, the medical facilities, and in plus hostels, mess. There are like lot of things what Sunilji explained. So ISM Edutech, what I can see is not like one particular thing they are mastery in. It comes with a complete package. So I can say proudly that no other university in the world or university, I can use the word called as company, called as ISM Edutech is the one, like they are doing the complete management of A to Z services. So these A to Z services, nobody are actually providing in terms of education, infrastructure, and everything. So that is what each and every student has to keep in mind whenever they are opting to the university. Maybe you may go to the university by seeing the country. Maybe you go to the university by seeing the history of the university, but you always have to focus where are you getting the complete package, A to Z services, starting from the admission process till you clear the MCS screening test exam. And I want to add a few points because thank you for reminding me, Tunisa ji, because I know about one Hagen, he's one, I met him once in Dalian. When I went to Dalian University, I met him. He's the one who started the plastination in anatomy in the world. He is a German anatomist, and also he is a pathologist. He was actually teaching in Dalian, and he is the first person to started preserving the bodies, because majority of the Islamic countries or European universities, it is very hard for them to get bodies like what we get in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and other countries. So, and also it was not so hygiene, the way we were preserving in formalin and all. So he came up with a formula called as plastination. The plastination, once they started in Dalian, the second museum is in KSMA. Because I know about the KSMA, I know about the anatomy museum and all, but I didn't know that Von Hagen is the one who started. Means there is no need to talk if we are using his name. We no need to talk about the quality of the museum, the quality of the plastination work and all. It is like really so amazing. So this is how the students are going to get access to the preserved cadavers, preserved anatomical models. We can say that is also vertebral level slicing is there. You really students cannot, so many images are there, videos are there, pictures are there related to the museum. You can check it out, and you can compare with any other university and you can't even find it. That is one thing. And coming towards the education part, when we talk from the beginning about the curriculum, KSMA is using the curriculum from the Accreditation Ministry of Education of Kyrgyzstan, has their own standards, and also KSMA is accredited by the European Council also, which means the European education standards also should be maintained by KSMA, and also it is approved by the WHO, FAMER, and also World Education Directories, which means the student can directly, after qualifying, after graduating from the university, they can go and write USMLE, PLAB, AMC, or any type of exams, licensing exams in the world without any problem. No other documentations are required. And actually what we are doing is, because majority of the students are coming back to India and they want to write the screening test here. Now the name of the exam has been changed. We are calling it as National Exit Test. Any student who is going to join now, or the students who already joined in 2017 onwards, who are graduating in 2022 January, they are the ones who's going to write the national exit test. And even in India, the curriculum has completely changed in 2019. So the curriculum is completely based upon the competency-based medical education, meaning there is no didactic elements, there is no rote learning methodology. The student has to learn each and every topic related to how it is going to help them in the future if they are practicing medicine. When you are studying anatomy, it is not like you are studying anatomy because you have a subject. You have to study anatomy because you are going to treat the patient. And also the link between the theoretical knowledge and the practical application when you are practicing, that is what is called as PBL, problem-based learning. That is what is called as competency-based medical education. Even our Indian medical colleges from 2019, from this year, they have implemented this curriculum. So from last year only, because now we are talking about 2020, but in last year only, myself, Sunilji, as well as the rector, vice rectors, and everyone, we had a detailed discussion regarding the curriculum, and really the university is completely cooperative regarding this, and they understand the problems of the Indian students. They also understand the problems what they generally face after going over there. So they have given us complete freedom regarding addition of the curriculum, change of the topics, increasing the duration of the medical lectures. So all these things done at the university level itself. So once the students start studying from the first year of the medical school onwards, no student will see any difference in terms of the complete change in the curriculum when you compare with India, as well as when you compare with the Kyrgyzstan, that is especially KSMA. So this is about the curriculum. Not only that, we have Indian teachers who are placed in Kyrgyzstan, not only in Kyrgyzstan, all other universities of the ISM Edutech, but especially when we talk about the KSMA. So Indian lecturers are the one who is giving lectures, and practicals are conducted by the local teachers, and local teachers are also very highly qualified teachers. Everyone are PhD. until or unless they have a PhD, they can't become professor as per the guidelines what we have in Kyrgyzstan. So the quality of education is the one what you have to concentrate, especially any student, those who are opting to have a medical knowledge abroad. So that is very important. So these Indian lecturers are training stationed in Kyrgyzstan. They are training our students in the classroom itself on day-to-day basis. Other than that, we have a national faculty like we have Dr. Khalil here. He already came to Kyrgyzstan. He finished one batch of session for KSMA students last year. That's why I asked him to join here, because he was very much attached to the KSMA, because 2 times last 2 years regularly he was coming high and he was finishing the MCA screening test kind of the classes. Not only Khalil, along with Dr. Khalil, there are other national faculties also there who are coming and delivering the lectures on yearly basis, because once we finish the detailed lecturing in the university, in the classrooms, by the end, the national faculty will come and they will deliver the lecture in a quick review format. So these are the very small things what we are telling. Along with this, ISM Edutech is the only company who is providing a complete e-learning material for all our students. We have a complete e-learning material. We have textbooks on our own. We have our own animated animations. We have our own video lectures. We have our own question banks. We have our own cases. So in terms of education, guys, because the students are going especially over there to get a degree, quality degree, along with knowledge. So the only thing what you can bring back to your country is the knowledge. You cannot bring anything what is there in Kyrgyzstan. So you have to concentrate more on grabbing the knowledge over there. So whatever the modality, what is required to get proper knowledge, as an academic team, myself, who is stationed associated with the ISM Edutech universities are there, and along with me, like my friend Dr. Khalil, and along with Khalil, there are so many other national faculties are also there who did not join this webinar. In future, maybe we may also ask them to join with us so that you can see those faculties who are associated with us to deliver the lectures in KSMA. If you have any questions, any student or like any of the panelists, we are here to clear.
That was extremely good, and it's way beyond, like so many things that you have just shared it to us. Thank you so much, Dr. Banu. I just have one question, like we were talking whether it is dentistry or maybe other than general medicine, like what are the other courses that we have in UG, and do we have a postgraduate courses too?
I think Tunisa ma'am can answer this about the postgraduate courses and what are the other courses what we have in KSMA. Ma'am.
Yes, we have about 7 programs, undergraduate programs, and post-graduation are held in more than 100 specialties. For students from far abroad, we have one program. It is general medicine, which is held in totally in English language. Rest of the undergraduate programs are held in Russian, but in future we are opting to open dentistry in English. And some of the specialties of post-graduation are also totally held in English, like surgery and therapy.
Yeah, thank you so much, ma'am. Do you have any other questions, Sridevi-ji, related to the education part or anything?
And when is the deadline for these courses, for this intake?
Deadline for the admission to the first year is till the end of November.
Okay. So if anyone is interested after November, then they can apply only next year, not this year, right?
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank you.
Dr. Khalil, would you like to leave a message?
Yes, I'll just add in a few points here.
Dr. Khalil, you can explain about how was your journey in Kyrgyzstan and how were the classes, how was the hospitality, and did you enjoy the classes, and how were our students? So we want to hear from an external person completely.
And first of all, it's an honor and a pleasure to be associated with one of these strong teams and management team. And I would, start off by conveying thanks to Ms. Tunisa ma'am, for the head of International Department KSMA, for the warm welcome that was given to me for the classes last year, and also to entire.
Tunisa ma'am is very, very active actually, and she's very prompt and very quick.
And the students also were very sincere throughout. They were listening for long classes when we traveled there, and they were, a good coordination that they have. If I could share my screen, right? I just wanted if I can share my screen.
Yeah.
I think that is, so basically what has happened. When the problem of admission is in India, then I would look for two things. One is a strong administration which takes care of me end to end. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes, Khalil, go on.
I would look for a strong administration, and this company is one of the strongest I have worked with, and they have a complete care for hostels, food, and there is a huge crowd that they manage actually. So it's not an ordinary feature. I feel that's one of the amazing result. I mean, which we are seeing the pass percentage of students when coming back for the last couple of years, constant, not just couple of years. I think I've been following from last 4-5 years, and I have seen that in the top 10 rankers of the screening exams, we see definitely the names popping up from ISM, and there's a big number too. I mean, the score more than 240s, 250s, and stuff, and that's an amazing job they're doing. And the reason that is happening is because of the integration that they have done. What happens with most places is there is only a admission process. There is not a support system that is provided. With ISM, what I have seen is they also provide equal chances for the academics. They also understand the lacuna that has to be filled in, or the bridge that has to be filled up to match the Indian standards as well as the international exams, along with providing strong clinical guidance from the clinicians back in Kyrgyzstan. Also, the faculty in Kyrgyzstan, they provide all the baseline clinical exposure. They have everything right from the dissection hall, right from the gross specimens and all. Our working hospital was also arranged. Vedanta was arranged, and that was an amazing job for a company to start in a foreign land. And the other thing, what they have done is they have selected a team of doctors, of over 40 Indian doctors who train different postgraduate courses. These are not just random people who are coming and stay stationed there. These are doctors who foreign medical graduates as well as postgraduate in different parts of the country, right from Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Chennai. They collect the best of people and they invite them there. There is a lot of provision that created. And are done. So right from the first year, the foundation, the student does not feel the lacuna. And if I go to the overboard and say, a medical college student in India, if he were not studying in a good medical college, and a student studying in a college which these guys are working thoroughly, the knowledge that would come down would be much better for the student if he is interested, if the student himself is disciplined and stuff, because they are being provided the best of the team. 50 doctors traveling in and out. They have auditoriums where students all sit down before their exam. They prepare. They give high priority to the screening exam also. So that vision is something wonderful with ISM, and we are hoping there is a lot of activities in station Indian doctors who will stay with the students, Kyrgyz clinicians who are training them on a regular basis, as well as your outstation faculties who come down for a 15 days, 20-day program and complete that academic journey for the student. and even after returning back, and that turns out into the results part. So this is the whole beautiful combination that has happened with ISM as well as Kagma also. And I've been there. Students were prompt. They were providing us classes in the morning. They were, continuous classes being given, auditoriums being given, the facility, the food, and everything. I mean, as far as all the Indian, me being here, and I speak to all the faculties, everybody loves to be there. At the country and the weather also is very good. And as such, we meet the students back in India also when they come back after graduating, and that's a strong bond that is created with the whole journey. So as both management institution, academic journey, not just for screening test at the last, right from the first year. And this is what I have strongly felt, and I really congratulate the entire team as well as appreciate the work done by Sir, by Sunil sir, and all department of Kagma, Ms. Tunisa ma'am, and everybody there, who see that the students' academics don't get affected in any manner. So there's a complete team of doctors who takes care of the professional development of the student also. Thank you.
Thank you, Khalil. Yeah. Srinishji, you can take over now.
Thanks to you all. Thanks for the participation. And if attendees, if you have any questions, please raise your hand so I can allow you to talk, ask your question.
There are a few questions here asked. So what is the pass percentage at KSMA?
Last year, we have got 67% in MCA screening test, and it has been increasing from the past like 4 years tremendously. From 30% we have reached 67%. But it was always pressure from the management, Srinishji, Sunilji, as well as from Faniji, stating that 90% is our target to reach. But we are striving our best, and will because this time national exit test is going to be in place, right? So anyway, our foreign universities are going to compete with Indian universities, because previously there was only filter for Indian medical, foreign medical graduates, but there was no filter for Indian medical graduates. So that is also one of like a challenging and proving point even for us to tell that we are par with the Indian universities, private universities, whatever, and we'll make sure that we get the percentage licensing in the exam equal to that of Indian universities, so on.
I mean, when you speak about the pass percentage from the medical, from the MD
You're
program,
not audible, Sriniji.
Yeah, I mean, if Sridevi, if you're asking a question about the MD program, our pass percentage is more than 95%. When we are speaking about the screening test, when they come back to India, the national average is very less, but within ISM Edutech, the KSMA students is very high.
No, I think the question what has been asked here is for the eligibility for the UGS. This is a student question. Here it is in the Q&A session. So that's the question I've asked you now.
Come again, Sridevi, please.
No, I think the student have asked it in this way, like what is the percentage that is required for entering the MBBS course? I think like that is the way that they have asked. See, what is the pass percentage at KSMA, please? And what additional support available to those who need it? So that is the question which has been asked by the student here. So I think it is related to UG. It is related to the MBBS course, I guess.
Sunilji, I think you can answer that.
That is, as per the guidelines, they are asking that a student who wants to appear for this, who wants to go to foreign to get their medical education, such student has to get 50% marks in biology, physics, and chemistry. The aggregate marks should be not less than 50%.
Okay.
Is there also, can we end this session?
What pass percentage of MBBS at KSMA?
We have more than 95%.
Yeah.
Okay. So hope like we have cleared that question. If anybody is asking any other question, you can raise hand or you can type it in Q&A session. I think no other question is coming.
Yeah, hope we had a great session. Thank you so much, Mr. Nisa. Thank you so much for Dr. Sunil for taking your time on the weekend, joining us. Know what we actually do, right? Thank you, Banu Garu. Thank you, Dr. Khalil. Thank you, Sridevi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for each and everyone's time. Really appreciable, and we have got a lot of information today. And this will definitely help us when we talk to the students, you know, so that happens well. So thank you very much for each and everyone's time here.
Absolutely. Please don't hesitate to loop us anytime during your counseling so that the student needs extra guidance, student needs some extra clarifications.
Yes.
Always a phone call away.
Yes. Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you. Good luck, Sridevi.
Thank you. Thank you.
ISM Edutech, अब कोई सपना अधूरा नहीं रहेगा।